Hey everyone, Kappa Man here. Welcome back to Yokai Tales. Have you ever eaten escargot? Did you know that it's spelled with a T at the end? Do you have man parts? Well, if you answered yes to any of those questions, you might feel uneasy about today's yokai, as it's the Sazaeoni, a giant snail-like creature that has the power to transform into a beautiful woman. Oh, and it likes to eat people's balls. Did I forget to mention that? Yeah, fair warning. I'm gonna have to be saying testicles a few more times than I generally do in a day. Tell you what, I'll try and find variations to the word and use those instead. Hey, in fact, keep count and see how many I use starting now, and we'll reveal the number at the end. The high seas aren't safe from yokai and other legendary creatures. No, in fact they're teeming with all sorts of dangerous apparitions. Rising from the deep is one of these, known as Sazaeoni. Sazae refers to a type of horned mollusk or shellfish, and oni in this case means demon or monster. One infamous legend has it that off the shores of the Mie and Wakayama area, a group of pirates spotted a woman drowning in the choppy waters. She was beautiful, and being thirsty pirates, they decided to help her on board with less than gentlemanlike intentions. Once on the ship, and to their surprise, the woman was more than willing to partake in the joys of adult baby-making, bedding down with each pirate that night. If this ship's a rockin', don't come a-knockin'. But this is where things began to turn south, quite literally. You see, after each consorting of copulation, she then took it upon herself to relieve the men of their dangling unmentionables. There's conflicting versions of how this happened. Did she snip their fishing tackle with some sort of blade, or bite away their boys with sharpened teeth? For you see, this was actually the Sazaeoni in disguise. Using the power of transformation, this yokai could take the guise of a beautiful woman in need, pretending to drown so she could get aboard ships, work her way into the crow's nest, and collect their eggs. If that's not a messy metaphor, I don't know what is. Regardless, each of these pirates got their boysenberries removed, and once they had all realized what happened, they cornered the woman, demanding she hand over what they had grown quite attached to. This is when she transformed from a beautiful woman into the grotesque Sazaeoni, a massive turban-shell snail with eyes and arms. She struck a deal with the pirates, saying if they gave her their amassed gold and treasure, she would hand back their bullocks. Now this is more than likely a play on words. You see, in Japanese, a man's dragon balls can be referred to as kintama, or golden balls, so she was trading gold for gold. In the end, they gave in to her demands and handed over the treasure, getting their treasures back in return. I wonder what I would have done in that situation. I guess I'd have to give up my treasure too. Then again, wouldn't I notice if someone was trying to steal my baby batter makers? Maybe the pirates drank too much before doing the horizontal mambo and passed out, giving her the chance to take them. Sounds like a college party. I wish I had been able to go to college. But they don't allow water imps on campus. I looked it up. Now I can only do jobs that don't require any kind of qualifications or skill, like menial physical labor work or hosting YouTube channels. Dang. There is, however, a less malevolent version of the Sazaeoni. This one follows the Japanese concept of something living so long it evolves and is imbued with magical power. Much like we saw with the Tsukumogami in the Bakezori episode, this time a normal sea snail that manages to live over 30 years transforms into its yokai counterpart, growing human-like features such as arms and eyes. This version of the Sazaeoni just wants to enjoy the sea and stays away from causing any harm. Well, that's it for the Sazaeoni, an interesting and slightly worrying creature. Let's just say, if you meet any beautiful women on the high seas, get separate rooms when it comes time and call it a night, okay? So, just how many times did we find alternative ways to say testicles, not including that time?
Dangling unmentionables. Fishing tackle. Boys. Eggs. Boysenberries. Bollocks. Dragon balls. Gold treasures. Baby batter makers.
10 in all? That's a lot of balls. Congratulations if you got the number correct. Also, what's wrong with you? Why are you watching a video of a grown Kappa man talking so much about balls and counting how many times he says it, no less? I think it's time you re-examined your life. The next yokai is another viewer request, and couldn't come a moment too soon as we've been on a real water-related kick lately. It's time we headed up into the mountains and forests to take a look at none other than the powerful Tengu. See you next time. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have a yokai you'd like to see me cover, please let me know in a comment below on Facebook or Twitter, and I'll add it to the list. Otherwise, see you next time.